YouTube, what's up? Hope y'all can see me real good. I'm just out here. Just going for a stroll. I know I probably just made everybody dizzy, but just out here, just walking for a little bit. You ain't got to do nothing too fancy, just, go out for a stroll. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I did. Spent time with the family. Ate good. Of course, right after Thanksgiving, went right back into the gym and hit it hard. Not because I didn't necessarily hit it hard because of Thanksgiving. I felt like I binged or anything. I just hit it hard. I just kept my routine like normal. Ate what I wanted to eat on Thanksgiving. Most of the time, my issue is usually not what I want to eat. It's how much I'm eating. I eat so doggone much that I ain't got no chill. I ain't got no cutoff switch. It's like I'll eat and eat and eat. And then instead of waiting a few minutes to see if my body's like, okay, you full, I don't give it no time, then I'll eat again. And that's where I usually fall victim to almost puking. I remember one year I intermittent fasted, which in my opinion works. So don't think I'm bashing people that do IF. I had did it. Me personally don't think it's conducive to bodybuilding. I lost a lot of muscle mass when I did it. However, one caveat on that, on a positive note, was that was the most shredded I had been, was when I intermittent fasted. Now, I probably could tweak some things with intermittent fasting and make it work for bodybuilding and for contest prep a little easier than what I did. But I definitely restricted myself a lot of calories. I could have upped my calories, could have kept calories the same. A lot of times when I dropped them, I could have ate more. I could have did a bunch of things to maintain a lot of muscle, but I didn't know. But IF really messed me up psychologically, in the mind, as far as always keeping me in fight or flight mode when it comes to food. And a year later, if not well over a year later, maybe about 18 months later, I'm still struggling with always thinking I'm starving through intermittent fasting. It was kind of like traumatizing. And even though this contest prep, I didn't intermittent fast, I didn't carb cycle neither. I didn't do any of that. Psychologically, it's still tough. And now here I am eating. I'm reverse dieting, of course, y'all know. I just ended week 25, so this is kind of the week 25 update. I didn't do any circumferences. All these are size. I'm sorry, y'all, I digress. But I didn't do any muscle circumference measurements, and I really haven't been tracking my weight since the day before Thanksgiving because I knew it was going to fluctuate a lot. High sodium meals, foods I'm not used to eating, desserts. So I wanted to give my body and all those things time to stabilize. So I didn't track anything, which is not a problem. So it's not really nothing too much to update. I went ahead and took I think I took a 4 or 5 day average of my weight before Thanksgiving. It was 147 point something. And I was like negative point something pounds that I was last week. So I'm basically still in maintenance. I've been in maintenance for roughly 4 weeks. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end my maintenance period. It's time to grow. I kind of see myself flattening out a lot. And I don't like it. I'm in bulk mode and I like to look like I'm bulking. I don't like to look small when I'm in bulk mode. It just, when you look flat in bulk mode, psychologically, it kind of throws you off a little bit. It's like, man, am I doing something wrong? Am I not doing something right? Let me take it back to the drawing board. With all ationality, your body wants more. You're just not putting more in it. So I definitely want to do that more, that's for sure. So here it is, December 1st, thank God. Now what I am going to do today is I am going to go to NutriShop, my local NutriShop, and check my relative body fat percentage. Notice I did say relative. I think that's a term that we should use more instead of saying it like it's absolute, because the scanners are not accurate. However, if you lost percentages in body fat or gain percentages in body fat, that number is relative. So if you're up a percent or down a percent, then no matter exactly what your accurate body fat level is, you still went up or down a percent. So that's what I use it for. My goal is to put body fat on to make my body more anabolic for muscle building. So we'll see. You know, I am not really a lean 365 guy. I'm more of the get comfortable, enjoy life guy. So my body kind of likes to hang around that 12% body fat. And since I've been reverse dieting, of course, I'm not there, but it's hard to tell exactly where I'm at, because as my muscle tissue increases, my body fat increases, and my weight increases, everything's going up. So it's making my body fat percentage read the same, even though I know it's not the same. So what that lets me know is that, relatively speaking, I probably haven't put on too much body fat. I mean, I'm sure I have, because I can see it and I can feel it, but I probably haven't put on too much to make the scale read just like tremendously crazy. So, which is all part of my goal. It's part of my plan. So I'm gonna continue to ride it out for right now. Sometimes I do just be wanting to just throw those calories in there and just be like, man, you know what? Let me up these calories 200. Let it stabilize and go from there. But I don't know. I just like making now this is me, psychologically, I like it better when I feel like I'm constantly manipulating something. When I'm constantly, it's like I got something to look forward to. It's like, oh man, okay, I upped these calories. I got used to eating these calories. Now I'm hungry again. I'm like, yes, now I get to up it, you know? And depending on what my weight does, which typically I up it anyway, I go ahead and increase. So it's just like, it just gives me something to go for, and I like that. So I just like doing something. I always like doing something. This video might be one of my longest videos. I don't think I've ever did one for longer than 10 minutes. Of course, I'm just ranting and talking on my iPhone. Hopefully, hint, hint, I'll get a camera for Christmas. Which is funny saying that. I sound like a little kid. I hope I get a camera for Christmas, but money's kind of tight right now. Otherwise, I'd have been had one. But I just want to keep doing more content and getting more comfortable doing this. It's not really my thing. I'm an in the gym guy. I'm a personal guy. I'm a one-on-one guy. So all this is just fairly new to me. Dang, man, these freaking lights. Sorry, y'all. There we go. These lights are ridiculous. So I just kind of like doing it. But yeah, you guys. So like I said, I digress super. But yeah, intermittent fasting, I believe it works. So if you guys do like the intermittent fast, just go ahead and do it. But just always remember, you don't have to be as extreme. And what are your goals? If your goals are to burn fat and to get tone and things of that nature, then yeah, intermittent fast is awesome. Possibly be the best thing for you. However, if your goal is to build muscle, get ready for comp, maybe even recomp. I'm saying if putting on muscle is your number one priority, then now I don't want anybody to get mad. This is going off straight off this is my opinion, which I'm entitled to, and this is my experience. Other people have other experiences, other opinions, but with my opinion and with my experience, if your goal is to put on muscle, and if your goal is to optimize muscle building in the process, then intermittent fasting wouldn't be on my priority list, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it wouldn't be something that I would put in the forefront. It wouldn't be something that I would try to argue. It wouldn't be something that I would try to be like, look, intermittent fasting works. You need to do this if you're trying to pack muscle, if you're trying to build muscle. It wouldn't be any of that. It would just be another tool in the toolbox. And it would possibly be something that I would add in towards the end if I'm trying to get off this last little bit, or I got these last 2-3 pounds that I really, really want to knock off. then I would do it, because it's rough and it's not something that I would want to do for an entire weight loss slash fat loss period. So it's just me, my opinion. This is how I feel about it. I don't know how I got on that, but I advise everyone to give it a try if you've never tried it. I've almost tried everything, and I'm going to try other things that I haven't tried. I haven't tried keto yet, even though I know my body seems to respond better off higher. I don't want to say higher. I'm just one of those guys that just moderate everything. My body likes moderate fat, moderate carbs, moderate protein. My body likes balance. And don't be afraid to say that, guys or girls or women. You don't have to choose a side. High carb, low fat, high, low carb, high fat. You don't have to choose a side. Sometimes bodies just like balance. I have the typical male balanced diet type of physique. There's nothing about me that really stands out. I'm a little under average height. For my weight, everything's more or less normal. I pack fat on where you're supposed to. Abs, love handles in the lower back. Those are also the last spots I lose body fat when I'm cutting. So like my workout partner, he loses and his back lasts, but his abs are the first thing that gets shredded. And it just makes me so mad and so jealous, because we be checking each other out, you know, during our contest preps, checking each other's abs and all those things out. And his abs are like, I'm talking about 6 weeks into the prep, he's already stage lean. And I'm like, man, my abs are nowhere near. So one year I had to get out of that. Like, man, I can't keep looking at him thinking my abs are supposed to look like his, you know? But it's tough, man, because everybody's different. But every other part of my body leans out faster than his abs. It's like my shoulders, my back, and I know I can pretty much guess what body fat percentage I'm at on certain parts of my body because I just pay attention to it. But intermittent fasting does work. But if you're using it as your primary driver for fat loss slash weight loss, if trying to retain muscle, I would reconsider devise my strategy. But if you're using intermittent fasting as a way to adhere to your diet, as a way to be disciplined to your diet, as a way to control and manipulate calories and things of that nature, and to overall lose fat and body weight, if that is your goal, then do it. But be warned, psychologically, it'll F you up. All the people that's like, yeah, I love intermittent fasting, I never give it up, I never give it up. It's probably because they still do it. They still got a lot of body fat to lose. Or most of the time it's because they still do it, they still got a lot of body fat to lose. Or they just don't eat a lot of food. They got a lot of calories that they're still eating on. But if they were to lean down, get to the point where they're eating like 12, 13, 1,400 calories and try to intermittent fast, man, you'll lose your mind. I promise you, you'll eat a pinky. Probably yours before anybody else's, but man, it'll bring that beast out. So that's my rant on intermittent fasting for some odd reason. I hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving. And whatever you did on Thanksgiving that made you feel shameful or guilty, a few days afterwards, I'm gonna hit you with the Man in Black memory erasing pen right now. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There, I just did it. So forget about it, move on, get back on the diet, back on the grind, baby.